Jim is a First Nation band member of our community. He was born in Big River, but his mother's from the reservation, his dad from the town of Big River, but he's a member here of the nation. So he's the only member of our nation that's ever played in the NHL. The reason he wanted to, he's played 17 years in the NHL, 14 years with the New York Rangers, the Cleveland Barons, the California Golden Seals, and then finished his WHA career at the 1979 with Wayne Gretzky. The reason I went with Jimmy is he's a role model and a mentor to our youth of our community. One thing about this community is branded on education and athletics. When it was announced that we had an opportunity to get a school, we wanted to be more than just a school. So we came up with the ideas of just down the road in Warman. They have a Legend Center where they have a new school with an arena. We said, well, why can't we do that in Big River? And why can't we take it to a point where we get an arena there used by the school? Also build an artificial soccer turf. A lot of our kids go play soccer in PA or in Saskatoon, the SaskTel Center. Let's have it in our own community. A track. There's a track in Prince Albert, but one out here. And then of course, the last thing is a big cultural power arbor and build it all as one state-of-the-art facility. So we went with that plan, and 10 years ago, here it is today, opening up. Right now, in the world right now, there's so many other things that are involved with social problems, mental health issues, kids not getting exercise, so we have to be able to bring the stuff to them. Now we've got a world-class facility for a community of 3,000 people. We have the opportunity now where the children, whether it's cultural, whether it's dancing, whether it's athletics, whether it's language, whether it's hockey, whether it's soccer, we have a mix of everything, because not everyone's a hockey player. But you know what? A lot of people want to do the cultural powwows. A lot of people track. A lot of people ball, soccer. We want to give the opportunity to all our youth to do what they want to excel in. Adam Graves, who was the head of the NHL alumni, also part of the Ranger alumni, reached out and said, hey, would the Rangers like to be involved? And we knew Chief played 14 years with the Rangers, 4-time All-Star, he was assistant captain. What can the Rangers do? We came up with a plan. We could do a cost-sharing thing. We wanted us to get involved in your minor hockey and rooms. So what we decided to do is we decided to call 2 of our teams of junior Ranger boys and girls. So what he's found himself money from the Rangers, Smile Zone Foundation, he's the chairman of Foundation of Toronto, and the band. And we decided to build 2 dressing rooms in our facility that looks exactly like the dressing rooms at MSG. Those dressing rooms are used for the children of it, for the legacy to carry on Jim's name.
For so many people, he is a hero and inspirational. And when you think of us as an organization and you look at the history of the New York Rangers, he is such a big part of that. 12 seasons, he was a 4-time All-Star, up for the Norris Trophy on a number of occasions, over 1,000 games in the National Hockey League. But more importantly, someone that had a huge dream, that realized that dream through hard work and dedication and perseverance, allowing us to be a part of it, and having the Nielson family and David and Darcy and Dana, and David reaching out and connecting us, and then having this conversation about this incredible project. And as soon as we were lucky enough to be brought into the conversation, we wanted to be a part of it, and certainly wanted to be part of the celebration, and certainly pay respect, and certainly we are so humbled as an organization just to be a part of this.
Well, my dad and mom always spoke about the Rangers and their time there and how it was about family, right? Not just being a Ranger and all that. And they treat us like family and have the support, being visible, coming out here, and all the work that they've helped in this project. It's simply outstanding, right? You couldn't ask for more, and it just, hockey's a great game, and it just proves it to you, right? And the reach, the New York Rangers are on Big River First Nation, right? And that's part and parcel, obviously, to Dad, right?
Quickly, when you come out here and you realize just how welcoming and the hospitality, the energy is second to none, and the pride and for all of us, this is an opportunity we'll never forget. This is an unbelievable experience.
Just so happy to see how proud the people are, to see how proud the leadership, see how the people are, the children. That's what's for them. it just, we thought about this goal for years and years on how we can bring a really world-class facility to our community and, and give the facility that they so well deserve. So many major partners there, that a lot of First Nations don't have, but we have now because of the hard work of the chief and council, of the previous leadership. It just wasn't 1, 2, 3 person. It's a total team effort that started back 12 years ago with the former chief and council, carried on through with this one. Today was amazing. We were able to honor our dignitaries, our VIPs that have done so much to make us put us where we are today. We also wanted to thank the Blades, the Raiders. So what better not than opening the rink with a full WHL hockey game, which is happening today. I don't think there's ever been a WHL hockey game around here, so hope this is first of many. So just what a wonderful way to open up an arena on a First Nation.
Well, geez, it's a state of the art here for this community, this size, right? To have 12 to 1,500 seats, in this community, and now it's like hockey can be the absolute hub of this community, and as it is in every Saskatchewan small town, big town, whatever, So it's such a game changer. And you can't wait to see what comes next of it, right? To see the programs that come out, you see the minor hockey and all that kind of good stuff, right? So can't wait.
I met Jim a couple times and he was a wonderful man. He's a very humble man, very quiet man. But I think, when I remember when I was talking to his family about having it, he was so honored. At the time, Jim was fairly sick, he was in the hospital, and I know he wished he lived to see it, but no, I don't think really Jim thought he deserved this, and he did. Jim deserved this and more, and we just want to we want to let our young youth of the community that didn't know Jim and did nothing about Jim to tell the story of Jim. Growing up in an orphanage, when he's out of the orphanage, 4 years out of the orphanage, he's in the NHL. The first NHL game he ever played was he played in MSG. A little kid from bigger First Nation to Prince Albert, and then with 20 years old, he's skating around MSG. With likes of Bobby Orr, etc. That's amazing.
I truly believe that Jim would probably be one of his proudest moments, and I just think about watching David, Dana, and Darcy, and you could see the emotion in their eyes and in their face and their family and the kids and the grandkids, and the joy and the respect and the love that they had for their dad. And for me, that would be all he would need. The pride of seeing his name and his journey. He was a humble man, but and I know that the little time that I was lucky enough to spend with him, all he talked about was his family. So for me, the joy of seeing his family and seeing their pride and admiration and love for him would be overwhelming. The Rangers they feel humbled, privileged, and lucky to be a part of this.
He would like to see everyone else and see the smiles on the kids' faces, see how proud the community members are that they have a top-notch school and a hockey rink, right? He'd just be really happy for the people that are going to come after him, right? And proud, right? And so our family is just truly humbled and blessed and happy to be a part of it, just like everyone else.
If you have program ideas that you'd like to see on maxTV Local, email us at max.local@sasktel.com.